handling passwords in Microsoft Power Automate Desktop is important. Let's build a flow today that not only logs into this system with a username and a password, but also stores the credential in Azure Key Vault in a nice and secure way to store it. So here I created a desktop flow. We will build a desktop flow and then we will store our passwords in the Azure Key Vault. So first of all, we need to open up a web page. I find a launch new Microsoft Edge and drag it in. Here we need an initial URL. If you want to get access to this demo system, simply just have it down below in the description. So I say, and let's just maximize it when it opens. This stores the browser instance in the browser variable. I can hit save. Let's check that this run. I'll just hit run and the orange system is opening. Now we also want to think a little bit about the architecture, because here in the Power Automate desktop, we could have two Populate text field on web pages that types in the username and the password. But since we want to store it in the Azure Key Vault, or at least a little bit later, then we will create two input variables. That is because we want to orchestrate everything in the Power Automate cloud. So what you do here is to, in variables, that is the X here, hit the plus, input, and then we can give our first variable a name. I will call it username. This is how it looks in Power Automate desktop. The external name, that's how it looks up in the Power Automate cloud. Let's just name it the same way. Since we're going to test it here, I will also give it a default value of Anders. We will of course delete this and have everything stored in the cloud flow. I'll hit save. Then we will also create a password almost in the same way. So we will name it password externally, and let's give it a default value of password 123. We will also mark this as sensitive. Then the password will get hidden in logs and flow runs. Then we are ready to populate the web page. For that, you will find a populate text field on web page. You drag it in. Let's have a UI element here for the user, like this. And we will use the username variable, like this, and hit save. Similarly, for the password, drag in another populate text field on web page, add UI element, pick the password, and up here in the variable picker, under input, you will pick the password. That's it. Then we also need to click login. We will do that by a click link on web page and drag it in here. So we're still working in the browser instance. Now we need to create another UI element here for the login button. So press Ctrl and hit the login button, and that's it. Then we can test our flow. Once that is ready, if that works at least, we can delete the default values, and then we can work with the password in the Power Automate Cloud and the Azure Key Vault. So this works. Here you can see that you're now logged in. All good. I can log out again, and here you will see that this requires a password to the demo site. And again, that password you will get down below. So this is the system that we automate. Let me close it again. So first of all, we go up to input variables here, double click the password, delete the default value, and delete the username. Of course, you will never want to store your password in a desktop flow, and that is also the key element in this lesson and how you should store it. So what you want to do is to hit publish. Now we want to go to Power Automate Cloud, and we do that in the browser. This can publish, and we can, by the way, close down the flow. So here I have a browser, and there you want to navigate to make.powerautomate.com. Hit create since we want to create a new flow. This will just be an instant cloud flow, but it will of course works with a scheduled flow and an automated cloud flow. I'll choose instant. We can give our flow a name, orange system, orchestrate. And we will have a manual trigger and hit create. So here we need to call it desktop flow. And we also want to send in the password to the desktop flow. We should not write this directly either in the desktop flow or here in the cloud flow. For that, we will use the Azure and especially the Azure Key Vault to set everything up. Let's get started. So navigate to portal.azure.com and log in. Up here, you want to search for key vaults if it's not present like mine here. So simply just search for key vaults and go in there. First, we will create a key vault. That is a vault where we want to store our passwords for this particular flow or a group of flows. So here I hit create. And then you need to choose a subscription. I'll just go with my demo one and you need a resource group. Go with one of your existing ones or create a new. Then we can give it a name. I will just say AJ Power Automate like this. And then where do I want my data to lie? I want it in North Europe. That's where I am. And the pricing tier is indeed standard. Let's hit next. Make sure that Azure Role-Based Access Control is enabled. I think that's default. And also enable public access. Then you can hit review and create here. And you also want to hit create here. And then our key vault is getting deployed. As you can see here, deployment is in progress. That one will go fairly quickly. So what we're about to do here is we have the vault. We also want to be able to create a password in that vault. We want to give ourselves access to that. And then we will create the password and make sure that our flow can access that password. Here we go to the resource like this. So first of all, we need to be able to create a password. Right now, we will need to add that role, even though that we are admin here. Over here, hit the access control. Click that. And then you want to say add up here, role assignment. Now we need to be very specific. So we want to say Key Vault Secrets Officer. Make sure that you pick this one. Then we're able to create the password. So what you do here is to click it so it turns gray and hit next. Here we need to add ourselves. So select members here. And I will find Anders Jensen here. Click that, you will see it down here and hit select. Then you will also see that Anders Jensen is right down here. Then you can hit review and assign. Click review and assign once more. And now we have that role. So what we then need to do is to create the password that we're going to use in the desktop flow. You do that down here in the secrets. If you don't see it, that's just because it's in objects. So just do this and hit secrets. Go up here and hit generate import. Upload options manual. We can give it a name. Let's call it something like orange system password, completely up to you, but give it a name that tells something about this password. Then we put in the actual password. Just put any password in, hint, in the orange system, any password works since this is just a demo. Then we hit create. Now we have this password. Then we will also want to create an app registration. That is, we want to give Power Automate an account in here to be able to get that password. So this is just my password manager RoboForm. Let's just close this. So what you want to do now is to go up here and then you search for Entra ID and pick the one called Microsoft Entra ID. Do that. This. Then we also want to be able to create the app registration. So over here in the manage, let's go a little bit down to app registrations and click there. Here we create a new registration, and this is just like we created an account for Power Automate. So here we give it a name. I can call it PA Key Vault Reader. Like this, we will choose the single tenant up here, and then we can hit register. Then we get a few values that we need to save. We need to save the application or the client ID here, and the directory and the tenant ID here. For that, I think we will just do this, mark everything, Control-C. Yes, we get the object ID. We will delete that. I open my Notepad since we just want to store it temporarily, Control-V. So copy it from here and paste it into a Notepad. Delete this object ID. So now we have the two values here. We also need a client secret value. We will get that in a few moments, because then we also need to give the application here, Power Automate, a secret key to log in with. So what you want to do here is to go back here, and then you want to, in Manage, you want to click the Certificates and Secrets. And then you say New Client Secret. We will just go with the default settings. And as you can see here, this is 6 months. So we need some kind of a rotation, so it's not stopping after 180 days. Here you just hit Add, and then we have this value here. Just copy it, clicking there, and Control-V, pasting it in. Now we just need to give Power Automate access, or this app access, to get the password from the Key Vault. So what you want to do is to go back to the Key Vault here. I can find it here, or again just search for Key Vaults and hit it. Here we have the AJ Power Automate. Go in there. We have it here, and over here you want to pick the access control, IAM. So what you want to do now is to click Add, Role Assignment. Now we will, similarly as before, where we gave ourselves access to create a secret, then we will give a little bit more restricting role to the app registration. We will find the Key Vault secrets user, not the officer. So this can just read the credential and get it. So make sure you click it so it's gray. Hit Next. Select members here. And there you want to search for the application. We call it PA Key Vault Reader. So simply just say PA and maybe a hyphen. Then you find it here. You can see now that's the one that's selected. We give it access to get a password in the Key Vault. So while that is in place here, hit Review and Assign once more, just as we did before. So now that is set up, now we can say get the password from the Azure Key Vault. And again, we still have the desktop flow open. I can just close this, and this, at least if I have already set up a connection between the Power Automate Cloud and the desktop. So now we want to again go to Microsoft Power Automate. So what we want to do here is to first get the secret. So what I do here is to hit plus, and from there you want to find a get secret. Go click it. Here we can give our connection a name. I can call it Orange System. We need an authentication type. That will be the service principal auth. And here you can see we need a client ID, client secret, and tenant ID, as well as a Key Vault name. Let's just do it one by one. So here we have the client ID. I saved that over here. Just mark it, Control-C, go back and Control-V. Then the client secret, that is this one here. So mark it, Control-C here. And we also want a tenant ID. Do like this, mark it, and then we want the Key Vault name. That was AJ Power Automate, but just to be sure, copy paste. Paste it in here and say create new. Now we have the connection. Then we can say, what is the name of the secret that we want to get? That is orange system password. Again, I close this. So let's just test this and let's see a limitation that we will need to handle before we call the desktop flow and send the password there. So from here, I just hit save up here. Now we can test it. Yes, it's a manual trigger, and this will just get the password from the Azure Key Vault. So do something like this. Hit next a few times. You might need to log in one time. Hit done here. And then we should see that our flow runs, at least here, in 0.7 seconds. What you want to do is to hit get secret. So here you see, what do you send in? Orange system password. So keep in mind that this is not protected. So if this is somewhat of a sensitive name, it's exposed here. But what's even worse is that, as you can see here, this password, we were able to retrieve it. All good, everything is set up, but everyone with access to this flow run can get in here and see the password. We don't want that. And let me also show you the raw outputs here. That is the JSON that gets back. Status code 200 success. We have the metadata up here, and in the body, the value here. So the value of the body is indeed password 123. We want to handle that a little bit better. So what you do here is to edit the flow. Click the three dots here. Click more, settings. Scroll a little bit down and choose secure outputs at least. That is the password, and also we can say the inputs, so you don't necessarily see the name in the flow run. We do this, hit save. Let's try it again. So we save and then we test it. Let's test it manually again. I just want to show you that now you will not be able to see if I click in here. So here we cannot content not shown due to security configuration, and also up here in the inputs. So now everyone with access to the flow run here will not be able to see it. Then we can finish the flow because we still need to send this password to Power Automate Cloud. So let's edit it again. Let's hit plus here. And here you want to say run a flow built with Power Automate Desktop. So here I need to make sure that the connection I'm using is the correct one. I can hit here, or create a new connection. Here you can see it loads the connection data. In case, and I want to choose the desktop connection since this is on my desktop. Then if I go up here to the desktop flow, you will now see that I can find my orange system. The run mode will be attended. That way it runs when I'm signed in. That's the license I got. And here you can see it. We have the username and the password. Those were exactly the input variables that we specified over in Power Automate Desktop. So the username, you could of course also create that over in the Azure Key Vault. Since this is a demo, we will just say this is fine with the username hard-coded in. Then to use the password from this get secret, I go up here, hit the lightning, and as you remember, it was in the body of the get secret and it was the value. Go hit that. And close this one here. This will work. So now let's just save the flow so we have it. And then we can, once this is saved, we can test it. So this one will probably go a little bit slower, as this usually take like 30 seconds. And in case you like this, please give the video a thumbs up. That will really help me and my channel a lot. Not just something I say, but it will really help me to expand this channel. It's a very nice hobby. So now it runs. You will see that, of course, this works as before. And now Power Automate Desktop will start. I will fast forward so we don't have to wait 30 to 40 seconds. Here we go. Now it runs username, password from the Azure Key Vault, and it can log in. That's how easy it is to handle passwords correctly. Your next advanced Microsoft Power Automate Desktop video is right here. See you.